Hey guys, how's it going? This is your boy Coach Ekong, and this is my weekly vlog, New Vision for Your Nutrition, my unfiltered perspective, tips and advice on health. Today's topic is the top 5 gym distractions and how to avoid them. All right, let's get into it. I've been in the fitness industry for over 10 years. I have worked from your front desk to management position to trainer to now again owning my own business. And so I've seen everything that you, I guess, can pretty much see. And so I've whittled it down to just my top 5. Hopefully, these will be things that you personally, if you struggle with any of these particular, let's call them obstacles, that I can help to kind of help you navigate through a little bit better than you are currently. All right. Number 5, the gym is too busy. Now, for most people, when they say the gym is too busy, 9 times out of 10, you're going at a peak time. And by peak time, what do I mean? I mean that you're probably going Saturday morning between hours of say about say 10:30 to like 2, or throughout the week after 5 p.m. And likely what you'll find is that when you go in times that are in your schedule, most preferable, like after work, um, you know, you kind of sleep in on Saturdays and go then, or, even for most people, um, Sundays, where, most people kind of utilize their Sundays for relaxing, that still could be a little bit of a peak time depending on where you go, because some people use it usually believe that most people are going to not be at the gym on Sunday. So if you have a gym that's open on Sunday, likely there'll be, a good amount of people there too. So if you're going to a gym and you're distracted with it being too busy, too crowded, my suggestion would be go ahead and look at going earlier. Okay, if you can't go earlier, and by earlier, what time do I mean? I mean early would be, man, if you can do it as early as 6 a.m., which most gyms will open about around that time, 6 a.m. to I say about 9 a.m. You will have the gym to yourself. I promise you, Monday through Friday, if you can do it. Friday nights, Friday nights, you can have the gym to yourself. So consider Friday nights, or consider a much early bird time like 6 a.m., between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. And I promise you, you can avoid the crowd. All right. Number 4 is the machine hogger. All right. So you've seen this person. They're using that one machine like the bench, and they're bringing weights and all these other things to this machine. So you can already tell they're kind of building a whole gym around this machine, and they're causing you to not be able to actually utilize it. And for some people, that's so much of a distraction, because a lot of people have their favorites, me included, favorites of machines that they would like to utilize, while they're in the gym. And sometimes I think we even get spoiled by believing that, that machine is pretty much ours and it should be available anytime that we need it. The easiest way to avoid this, or to kind of maneuver around this obstacle, would be just find another machine. I think for the most part, there's nothing in the gym I think that you can't do strategically a different way. Not only is it good to kind of be familiar with all variances of a machine that works a particular muscle, but it's also good because even if your machine is available, if it's a machine that you do constantly and consistently, there's a good chance that you could be kind of having some stagnation in your growth and development, because your muscles really aren't given an opportunity to be challenged in a different way. The sales guy. All right, so this is primarily for people who may actually not have a gym. Maybe they're kind of trying out a gym, and you have the sales guy who is kind of looking to either upsell you on a actual membership there, or it could be a situation where you're maybe a member and they're just maybe trying to upsell you on to training or additional services. I will say that it is important to kind of hear out certain sales, and because Sometimes it could be beneficial. It's not always something that, is to, increase or trick you. I think it is always good to listen and figure out how, you could be benefited. But at the end of the day, if you've made an immediate decision and you said, no, and you feel like this particular salesperson is, kind of a very, let's call them extremely persistent in getting you to change your mind, and you may feel uncomfortable being rude to him. This is what I would do. And again, again, this is my opinion. And so I think that, your character and it may or may not be something that could execute this successfully. But what I would do is I would always look to negotiate things that may or may not be possible. For instance, if I have a salesperson and I told, that, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm fine with the membership I have. If they're persistent in saying, hey, I really think you should get this membership, I then would combat it with negotiating a price and a plan that, pretty ludicrous, but it would be something that I can debunk any further questions. And that could be him telling me that, for my membership, I can pay $40 a month instead of, let's say, the $45 that I'm paying. I would respond and say, hey, I would be willing to pay that only if I can include one free member every month of the duration of my membership. What that then does is that provides the salesperson to do one or two things. Either, not want to deal with you anymore, thinking that you're maybe believing that you're owed something more than you need, or they're going to look to try to find a way to speak with management and try to work it out. You can almost create a valuable incentive within your membership, or you can just have a salesperson who looks at you disgusted. They're likely not going to speak to you again, which is ultimately, what we want in the end. So number 2 is the socialite or the grunter. Okay, so we know what the socialite is. The socialite is the person that normally is not, they're not really there to, they're there, but they're there to really talk, and socialize, and tell you about their life, tell you about the old war stories or what have you. They're not really there for working out. And in the same umbrella, I kind of put these two together. The grunter. The grunter is the person who is just ultimately they're having a great workout. With the socialite and the grunter, it's the same thing for me. I just say, you know what? Well, let's talk the socialite because it's a little bit different for each. For the socialite, first and foremost, you got to have a gym face. Okay, if you don't have a gym face, you need to figure out what your gym face is going to be. What is a gym face? Gym face is the face that you make when you are in your zone and someone can look at you and not really want to deal with you. Now, 9 times out of 10, the people that will still go look past your gym face and try to talk to you either really have an emergency, or they really need you to step up and help them, like spot them, because it just nobody else can help them. 9 times out of 10, you won't get the general talker or socialite, because they'll probably feel like, they don't, really know you like that, and they probably won't talk to you. Or if they try to, it'll probably be a real limited short conversation. So having that gym face and, really not making eye contact when you're working out, that'll avoid the socialite every time. Also, headphones. The grunter will probably not bother you as much if you have your headphones. That's really the only thing you can do with the grunter. The grunter is going to be what they are unless someone in the actual gym, either management or one of the coworkers says something to them. You're probably just going to have to deal with it. So headphones are always vital when you're going to the gym. As a matter of fact, there's a good chance that I will drive home if I forget them, just to, make sure I have them. So, or even, God forbid, stop by the store and buy some CVS or Walgreens headphones, just so I have something. So Attractive people. Attractive people, if we're honest, are distracting, right? And I believe that whether you're single, you're married, you're straight, you're not straight, whatever, right? You are going to deal with attractive people in the gym. And sometimes, now I'm not saying everybody, but sometimes for some people, there is an ability to stare or to lose focus on what you're doing. So how can you avoid this in the gym? If you're someone who is primarily like a check to check person in terms of your job, then you're probably going to have to, I would say, think about that. Think about your responsibilities. Think about the things that you, again, have set to accomplish, and let that be in the forefront of your mind, and try to zone back into your music and just say, you know what, that attractive person and or people of that ilk will be available to me if and when I'm able to put myself where I need to be personally. Because honestly, once you get to a position where you've attained most of your goals, I promise you, those type of people and people that are on your level and pursuing the type of dreams and goals that you are, those are the people that you're going to meet anyway. And likely you'll find people that are still attractive and of your same mindset. So, that's my advice. Kind of look at the opportunity to see them and kind of see yourself in that, they're probably pushing and striving for their own goals, and you want to be someone that when you meet them or you meet someone like them, you're able to bring something to the table as valuable, if not more valuable than them. So those are my top 5 gym distractions and how to avoid them. I hope this was helpful. Hope this was beneficial. Again, follow me on all my social sites at Coach Ekong or at The Life Changer. Again, it's your boy, Coach Ekong, aka The Life Changer.